I went from struggling to saving 5 figures a month just by starting a flooring business. No fancy van, no big team, just a few tools, a Craigslist ad, and my first job. Within weeks, I was making $1,500 to $3,000 per project. 3 installs a week? That's up to $12,000 a month in profit. This business gave me control over my time, my money, and my future. Flooring is always in demand. You can start small, grow fast, and build a real income with low overhead. If you show up, do quality work, and treat customers right, you're ahead of 90% of the competition. Thinking about starting flooring business, but not sure if it's right for you? Let's figure it out in the next 60 seconds. When I started, I didn't have experience or fancy tools. What mattered was simple. If you like working with your hands, solving real problems, and seeing results you can be proud of at the end of the day, you'll love this business. You don't have to install whole houses on day one. I started with small repairs, $200, $300 quick jobs, and built my skill step by step. Flooring is always in demand. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, doing quality work, and being willing to learn. If you show up, hustle, and focus on one product like vinyl, you can build real income faster than you think. Still waiting for the perfect plan to start your business? Big mistake. That plan will never come. When I started, I didn't have a website, a logo, or even a real business name. You know what I did have? A friend who needed new floors. I gave price, got the job, and made my first $800 profit in one weekend. The real secret? You don't need everything figured out. You just need your first paying customer. Forget the perfect logo. Forget setting up an LLC. Focus on selling your first job. Prove to yourself it's real. Start small. Offer flooring repairs or installs to friends, neighbors, or local Facebook groups. One customer is all it takes to turn an idea into a real business. Picking the wrong type of flooring can kill your momentum before you even start. Let's get you moving the right way. When I started, I didn't offer everything. No hardwood, no fancy installs. I picked one, vinyl plain flooring. It was easy to install, in high demand, and I could finish jobs fast, which meant faster paycheck. The tiny secret? Start simple. Get really good at one product. That's how you build speed and cash flow. Vinyl or laminate are the best places to start if you're new. They're easier to install, easier to sell, and homeowners love them because they're affordable and waterproof. Master one thing before you offer everything. Dominate your niche. That's how real businesses are built. Want to know what to charge for flooring? Here's how I figured it out without guessing or underpricing myself. I called 5 local installers and asked for quotes like a regular customer. That's it. No fancy research tools, no spreadsheets. I learned the going rates per square foot per room for materials and labor. Tiny secret? You don't need to guess. Just ask like a homeowner. This gives you the confidence to charge fairly. Not too low, not overpriced. You avoid losing money and wasting time on bad jobs. Mini-win. You know within 1 hour what to charge and start quoting jobs the same day. Think flooring can't pay well? Some guys are clearing $3,000 a week, and it's not just luck. My first job, I made $1,800 in profit, and I did it in 2 days. I stuck with one product, vinyl, kept overhead low, and focused on quality of installs. Tiny secret, installers can buy flooring at contractor prices and resell to customer at retail. That alone can add hundreds in extra profit per job. National average install rate is $7 per square foot. Materials, around $2 per square foot. That's about $5 per square foot in profit, plus the markup if you supply materials. Stay consistent, upsell transitions, and use referrals. It adds up fast. If you can install a floor, you can get paid fast. Here's exactly how I got my first flooring job step by step. I posted in a local Facebook group. Looking for a small flooring job to build my portfolio. I'll work with your budget. That's one post led me 3 leads and my first $1,800 job in 48 hours. Tiny secret? People care more about trust than your resume. Be real, show up, and offer value. Post in 3 to 5 local groups like Facebook or Craigslist. Reach out to friends, family, and realtors. Offer free estimates and be ready to move fast. Focus on small installs or repairs. Quick wins build trust. Want a steady stream of flooring jobs all year long? Here is the easiest way to get them, straight from realtors. After my first few jobs, I messaged 5 local realtors. I offered to handle small repairs before open houses. Fast, affordable, clean work. One realtor started calling me every week. Tiny secret, realtors hate calling 5 guys. They want one reliable person they can trust. Search local realtors on Instagram or Google. Send a short DM or email offering fast help with listings. Show a few photos of clean work, even before afters. Be ready to show up fast. That's what earns their trust. Free estimates might get you your first job or waste your time. Here's what I learned the hard way. At first, I offered free estimates to everyone. Some were serious, most just shopping around, but I landed my first $1,800 job that way, so it was still worth it. The trick, I pre-qualified them before showing up. Tiny secret, ask a few quick questions first. Square footage, timeline, and budget. If you're brand new, offer free estimates, but only to qualified leads. Don't waste time driving all over the town for tire kickers. Build your script, stay in control, and protect your time early on. Waiting for your LLC? You're not stuck, you're stalling. Here is the truth no one tells you. I made $1,800 on my first flooring job with no LLC, no logo, no business cards. Just a clear offer and a reliable hassle. Tiny secret. People don't ask if you're registered. They ask, when can you start? If you do good work, no one cares about your paperwork. Don't let the legal stuff stop you from starting. Prove your offer. Get paid. Once the money coming in, then get your LLC and insurance and scale it right. One accident on the job, and your $1,800 profit could turn into a $5,000 loss. Here is what no one tells new installers. I didn't buy insurance until after my third paid job. A customer said we scratched your floor, and suddenly I was the one stuck covering it. Tiny secret, general liability can cost less than your phone bill and save you from getting wiped out over something minor. You don't need insurance to take your first job, but once money starts coming in, protect it. Think of insurance like brakes. You don't wait for the crash to install them. I had no tools, no logo, no LLC, but I still landed a paid flooring job. Here's how I started with $0. I printed flyers at the library, posted in local Facebook group, messaged 10 realtors. I wore a clean t-shirt, showed up on time, and explained exactly what I could do. Tiny secret, people don't care if you're set up. They care if you're sharp, fast, and reliable. That got me my first $1,800 job with zero upfront costs. Here is the formula. First, pick one service you can do well. Second, promote it on free platforms. 3, be ready to respond within minutes. 4, speak clearly and deliver on time. That's what looks professional when you're just starting. I asked ChatGPT how to get flooring leads without spending money, and I actually used what it gave me. I posted before and after videos on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, just like it told me to. Then I listed my offer on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. One post led to $1,800 on my first job. Tiny secret, AI can do the work for you, but it can hand you the roadmap if you're willing to execute. I joined local groups like For Sale Oahu, messaged realtors directly, and asked happy clients for reviews. Then I set up Google My Business on Yelp. Now people find me before I even talk to them. Everything came from that one AI conversation. I built my first flooring website with ChatGPT. No designer, no budget. Here's what I did. I told ChatGPT, write a simple one-page website for a flooring installer in Honolulu. It gave me the full layout, headline, services, contact section, even example text. Then I passed that into Wix. Free account, bought a $20 domain. Next, I uploaded 5 photos from my past jobs, added my phone number, and linked a free Google form for leads. 3 days later, someone filled it out. I closed the job and made $1,800. Here's what you should do today. Use ChatGPT to write your homepage. Use Wix or Card to publish it. Post the link in your Instagram bio, Craigslist, Facebook, and Google Business profile. You don't need to be a tech guy. You just need to look real online. If you're not on Google Maps, you're invisible. But I used the AI to get listed for free and got 2 real leads in 7 days. I asked ChatGPT, how do I get my flooring business on Google? Here's what it told me and what you should do today. First, go to google.com/business and click Add Your Business. Second, set a category for flooring contractor. 3, use photos from your real jobs, no stock images. 4, add a description with local keywords like flooring installer in Honolulu. 5, set your service area. You can even hide your address if you work from home. Most people don't realize this. You don't need a storefront to rank on Google. I got verified in 4 days and my phone started ringing. No ads, no agencies, just free traffic. Don't wait. This is one of the easiest ways to get leads. If you're buying every flooring tool in Home Depot before you land a single job, you're doing it backwards. I invested $300 in my first set of tools. It made me $1,800 on my first job. Here's what I bought: a manual vinyl plane cutter, a tapping block and a pull bar, utility knife, basic knee pads, caulking gun, shop vacuum. No table saw, no compressor, no trailer full of gear. The real secret? Most of your first job won't need fancy tools. You can always rent when you need more. Don't get stuck overthinking. Just get the basics and start. Most suppliers won't even talk to you if you're new, but I use the AI to get my accounts approved the first week. I open ChatGPT and ask, how do I get supplier accounts if I'm brand new to flooring business? Here's what it told me and what actually worked for me. Step 1. Set up basic one-page website to look professional. I used Wix, added my name, phone number, and few photos from past jobs I helped with. Took 1 evening. Step 2. Register a free DBA. I paid $49 for mine. Step 3. Reach out to smaller local suppliers first, not big national brands. I called 3 suppliers on Yahoo, told them I'm getting started, and asked to pay upfront in cash to build trust. By week 2, I had a supplier giving me contractor pricing that saved me over $600 on my first order, and I sold the materials at retail prices to my clients. Tiny secret: suppliers don't care if you're new. They care if you pay. Show them you're serious and most will work with you. I asked AI, should you invest in buying an existing business or build a new one from scratch? Here's what actually makes the most sense and what I do again. Buying an existing business gives you supplier accounts you'd struggle to get as a beginner, an active phone number and inbox that gives you leads, a customer list, reputation, and working systems. But here's the catch: you pay more upfront and you might inherit problems, bad contracts, old pricing, or stuff you don't need. Starting from scratch, it's cheaper and you stay in control. Just do this. Find one paying customer, even through friends or referrals. Do the job yourself or with help. Reinvest into tools, websites, and lead generation. That's how I turned $300 in tools into $1,800 profit. No LLC, no showroom. If you got money, buy smart. If not, start lean and move fast. But once work picks up, should you hire or stay solo? That's the next move. Thinking of hiring someone to help you with your business? Here's exactly how I did it and why it paid off fast. Here is the step-by-step I followed when I hired my first helper. First, I booked more jobs than I could handle alone. That was the trigger. Second, I found someone who already had tools and basic install skills. Third, I paid per job, not per hour, to protect profit. Fourth, I started them on small tasks, demo prep and material delivery. Fifth, while they worked, I sold the next job, and that's where the passive part kicks in. Pros: you make more money on multiple jobs at once. You buy time and grow the business. Your stress goes down once you train the right person. Cons: if you hire too early, you lose money. If you hire the wrong person, it creates problems fast. So only hire when you have consistent workflow. You don't need an employee. Just start with a 1099 helper for 1-2 days a week and grow from there. Hiring helped me work on my business, not just in it. I asked AI why I should spend money on a showroom, and it gave me 3 reasons every contractor needs to hear. Here's exactly why opening a showroom was one of the smartest moves for my business. First, trust and credibility. Clients see you're legit the moment they walk in. My closing rates went way up once people could see my products in person. Second, bigger sales. Customers spend more when they touch and feel products. AI showed that walk-ins typically spend up to 35% more compared to online shoppers. 3. Exclusive supplier deals. Suppliers prefer contractors with showrooms. I got access to better brands, better prices, and higher margins just because I had physical space. Start small. You don't need prime real estate. A basic clean showroom in a quiet spot still works wonders. If you're serious about growth, stop guessing. Get a showroom. AI taught me 5 things that flood my business with endless referrals for free. Here's exactly how I do it. First, follow up immediately. AI showed me most businesses never ask for referrals. Just sending a simple thank you text after every job doubled my referrals overnight. Second, personal touches. Using customers' names and specifics about their project in quick follow-ups made them feel valued, leading them to recommend me naturally. 3. Make it easy. I give customers a short, simple message they can copy-paste when referring friends. Referrals skyrocketed when I made this easy. 4. Stay connected. AI told me to send occasional check-ins and special offers to past customers. Free, effortless, and keeps my name top of mind. 5. Reward without costs. I don't pay cash. Instead, I offer priority scheduling for referrals. Customers love special treatment and it costs me nothing extra. The biggest secret? Just start texting your customers thank you messages today. It's quick, free, and gets immediate results. Referrals turned my business into growth machine. I asked ChatGPT how to hit $1 million in sales within 12 months. And it actually worked. Here's how. Step 1. Track everything. AI showed me I couldn't grow what I didn't measure. So I started tracking sales, leads, and close rate weekly. Step 2. Sell before you build. I stopped overplanning and focused on getting my next 3 paying jobs instead of chasing perfection. Step 3. Nail one product. AI said, pick a category and dominate it. I chose vinyl plank flooring and became the go-to expert. Step 4. Reinvest every dollar. I didn't buy a car. I bought more inventory, better tools, a showroom, and ads. Step 5. Referrals plus repeat business. I used ChatGPT to write follow-up texts and referral offers. My calendar filled up for free. You don't need a full team or a loan. I hit 6 figures solo before hiring anyone, just using this exact system. Those 3 mistakes cost me over $30,000 as a new contractor. I'm not talking theory, I lived it. Mistake 1. I didn't use a contract. Just a few texts and handshake, the client added request me job and said, I thought that was included. I had no written proof, and I had to finish it all for free. Mistake number 2. I accepted check. I felt like I secured the job, but the check bounced. I had already bought materials and started demo. I never saw that money again. Mistake 3. I paid helpers and subs upfront, trying to be nice. But guess what? 1 no-show and 2 half-done jobs later, I realized I paid people to disappear on me. Here's what I do now. First, always use a signed agreement. Outline what's included and what's not, and when change order apply. Second, never accept a check without a hold period, or use a payment processor with instant verification. 3. Pay in phases. Tie payments to actual progress, not promises. This shift alone turned my business from unstable to scalable. It didn't just save me money, it gave me peace of mind. Don't lose thousands like I did. Build systems now. I asked AI, should I buy a flooring franchise or start from scratch? It gave me 2 pros, 2 cons, and a strategy I wish I knew sooner. Pro 1, you get an entire business in a box. Brand name, processes, marketing, training. For beginners, that's a huge shortcut. Pro 2, you'll likely get supplier deals and easier financing because lenders trust franchisees more than first-time owners. But here's what surprised me. Cons 1, you're looking into royalty payments forever. That's 6 to 10% of every dollar you earn, even if you build your own customer base. Cons 2, you lose flexibility. You can't tweak pricing, change the logo, or test local marketing ideas without corporate approval. So what's the move? If you're low on time and high on budget, a franchise might be right. But if you want long-term freedom, do what I did. First, build 1 repeatable service, like vinyl plank installs. Second, use AI to create your own quoting system, your follow-up text, even your scripts. 3, reinvest every dollar into tools, leads, and reputation, not franchise fees. That's how I passed $1 million without giving up a cut. You don't need a franchise to scale, you just need systems, and I'll show you how to build them. If you're a contractor and still doing every job yourself, listen up. Those 3 moves can retire you in 10 years, and I'm living proof. Step 1, track every dollar. Don't just chase big checks. Track how much profit you actually keep per job. I use simple Google Sheets, material, labor, travel, and actual take home. You'll be shocked how much you're losing on good jobs. Step 2, reinvest with purpose. Here's my exact formula. 50% of profits go into long-term plays, warehouse space, supplier inventory, or tools that let other works without me. 25% goes into emergency reserve. 25% is mine to spend. This keeps my lifestyle low and my cash compounding. Step 3, build income that works when you don't. I buy in bulk, break it down, and resell to other contractors. I sublease unused storage space. And I've built systems quoting, following up, ordering, and all handled by AI or trained helpers. Even when I serve, I earn. Don't aim for more jobs. Aim for more profit per job and use those profits to buy back your time. That's how you scale and exit. Subscribe if you're serious about building freedom, not just flooring hustle.